Oh, goodness me. There we go. That's perfect. Hello, my lovelies. Right, let's get you up on the laptop. Oh, it would help if I was in the right place straight away, wouldn't it? Okay, so I've been sat here for like an hour just sitting here. I could have die cut some stuff. I could have coloured some stuff, you know? Although I have got a few bits on. Hang on, turn the sound down, Wendy. There we go. Oh, buzz, buzz. Right. My channel. Oh, did you like my dog? I was trying to put a quote on and all it picked up, there was writing above his head and writing below him, and it just picked up. I'm going to shut the window because there's a neighbour he's always fixing cars and he just keeps revving. Oh, can't reach. Keeps revving his cars, playing and doing the air intake sound. I'm not going to try and make the sound. I'm sure most of you know what that is. I'm hoping you do anyway. Right, I am going completely rogue tonight because I am using retired stuff. I'm using non-Stampin' Up stuff, but I am using Stampin' Up papers, might I add. I have my cup of coffee, bucket of coffee. And we shall get started. So what I've done is I have, as recommended by the lovely Louise, actually I borrowed Louise's and then I bought my own. I'm going to be using the fishing rod, which is there, and a flask and a cup. And I may go back and pinch a couple of other bits. I don't know yet because I quite like the campfire. But do you have a campfire when you're fishing? I don't know. I've never been fishing. My husband doesn't like fishing, but I've got some gorgeous fish papers. And I mean, look at this one. Let's go fishing. I do like this one. I have to say I really don't like that one because it's the background's wild wheat. So I may use that in another vintagey card because it looks like metal fencing, doesn't it? Yeah, there's some nice papers in there, so we're going to use that. And then I've also pulled out my Wanted to Save dies and my alphabet a la mode. So you know me, when I want to do a scene building, I have to just pull in things from everywhere. I haven't decided what size card I'm doing. That's not a very good start, is it? Okay, let's get some cardstock or something out ready. So we'll decide the card base colour at a later date. Now, do we just want... I've got to figure out how to make a pond that he's fishing in, but I think we'll just freehand draw and cut out. Does that sound good to you? Okay, let's say hello on the live while we're here. If you're watching this on the replay, hello. Please like and share. Join my crazy clan if you like and give us a bit of a subscribe. That would be awesome. Okay, so hey Louise, first today. Hi Mum. Hi Heather. Hi Claire. And that's everybody for now. Sure, we'll get more. Right, I don't know if I could do a blue, I could do a bit of shading on there, and then we can stick. I think we're going to go that way. We're going to go, is that landscape? Yes. We're going to go landscape. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the grass bit. Ooh, hold the phone. What have we got up here? What have we got? We do have some basic borders. Do some clouds. Oh, actually, I might do some proper clouds. I say proper clouds. They're not proper clouds because clouds are in the sky, but you know. We're just going to wing it, I think, guys. I think I could get away with blending green on there. I reckon that would work. You know me, I like to do a bit of blending. Right, let's have a look. So we've got green. Right, where's me masks? Where's me... I can never find anything since I moved my desk round. No, that's the dry chamois. Where's my... Ah! Who moved those? It was probably me, but you know. I'm sure I had them in. Isn't that them? They've fallen over on the shelf. So I don't need to get the clouds because I've got these masks that I've made already. So I may use those. I may not. I don't know yet. But I need a bit of ground. So I just keep this little... When I make a mask, I keep it in this old Stampin' Up box. So I'm going to turn it to the side because it's always easier to go like that. And I'm going to use... Now, because it's going on to blue, I think this is Balmy Blue. I will need a green that's going to stand out. So, shall we try some garden? If this doesn't work, I can just get another piece of paper. It's not a problem. Hi, Kay. Welcome. Oh, I've got blue. I've got ink on my fingers already, guys. And I mean, it's you know, it's a card. It doesn't have to be perfect. So let's get us. The whole point of getting the masks out, Wendy, was that you were going to use the masks. Right, hang on a minute though, because I'm going to have a pond. So I probably need to have this quite. Is that going to work? Work, brain, work. And then I could put a pond here. Yeah, that'll do. We're just going to go for it, guys. Oh, and I'm making the table shake now as well. Oh, kids are shouting. All I heard was, stop screaming. Okay, I'm going to do that, but I think I might add some texture on that after, but I need to make a pond. And I do believe that this would make an epic pond. I'm not sure how yet, but we're going to have a little think about that for a second. I should have done an A5 card, shouldn't I? Because I have so much more room. Okay, so let me think about this for a second. I mean, I've been sat here for ages. I could have easily have sorted this out before. So let me think. Have I got anything that will cut that out? No. Okay, so we're going to wing it and we're going to cut it with scissors, but I don't want to waste my DSP. So I need it to be roughly, it's not going to look like a proper pond, I've got to say. And I may have to find some foliage to put around the edge. We're going to cut a shape and then we're going to maybe keep trimming it until it's the right size. There we go, that'll do. Child randomly wanders into the room, looks at me and goes, oh, and then leaves. Didn't shut the door though. Okay.
Shut already though.
I know, I forgot to close it. I'm just going to go around the edge with my lovely new Stampin' Right marker in basic black that you can buy on its own. How epic is that? Just because it kind of just makes it look like it's got a border on it. Okay, let's put the pen away, Wendy. Don't just throw it to the side. No, it doesn't look like much right now. I know. But I also know that I have still got the piggies. And in the piggies, we have some grass. Oh, was I thinking something else was in there? Never mind, that's fine. Don't need anything else, I just need some grass. And then I'm going to cut it down a little bit and put little dots of it around my pond. So let's grab our... Oh, what's it? Throw the die away. Okay. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Delinda. I know, I can't get rid of the piggies, I'm sorry. I love the piggies. And the piggies are, you know, they come in handy. Especially the dies, because you've got sorry, I'm trying to find some scrap cardstock. Okay, so yeah, so the piggies have got like a little cart in them, and you know me, I love to do seam building, so it makes perfect sense to keep the piggies. There is a few I've kept, and if I do get, you know, really desperate, I will sell them, but until I have to sell them, I'm not going to. When I say have to sell them, I usually only sell them so I can buy more. But, you know. Oh, I don't have the chicken set. I don't think I've ever had the chicken set, actually. No, I haven't. Oh, that cut a bit too close to the edge, but that's okay. I'll cut another one. It's all good. It's all good. This time I'll go a bit further up a bit, maybe. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll try that. I think it moved the first time I put it in, but it's all right because it would probably come in handy with it being a very narrow border. Oh, and it moved again. Oh, look at that. It's my fault because I should be using my Heffy Doodle tape to secure it. Okay, right. That's that one. I was going to fit in like Happy Father's Day and all sorts on this thing, but I don't think I'm going to have enough room, am I? Although I've still got the sky. It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to move my pond down a little bit. And then I'm going to move that off there. I will tidy them up before I stick them on, guys. Don't worry. So that's all I'm going to do is just do that and then cut it at an angle to the bottom. And then we'll just go around the pond. Now, in the piggies, is it the piggies? No, it was the hippos I was thinking of. In the hippos, you had like, it was supposed to be a water splash, wasn't it? But it wasn't. To me, it looked like a little bit of grass. Oh, I can't pick these things up. I've got no nails on at the minute and no nails to speak of because I cut them all off. So, total pain in the butt. So I'm going to do this. Look, see, it just makes a bit of a difference just having some bits around the edge. Like so. And I don't like harsh lines, that's why I'm trimming either end. So let's just get a few of these on. That's upside down. Okay, oh, that ended up being just a two-pronged one. You get the idea anyway, don't you? Okay. Oh dear, Mindy B is she's in spending jail at the moment. Sad times. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll be ordering again, to be honest. At the moment, I always have this thing that I'm like, right, I just don't, you know, I don't want to do an order unless it's big enough to get the extra freebies. And I'm like, why are you doing that, Wendy? Because it is only, it is extra, don't get me wrong, but, you know, I really shouldn't be spending the money. So I'm trying to put my sensible head on. There's definitely plenty I would like, though. So, right, so let's move all this grass off again now. Get rid of the other bits we don't want. Put them up there. Might use that one and put that there as well. So get rid of these bits. Keep that bit just in case. My bin's overflowing, so when I'm throwing things down there now to put it in, they are definitely not going in. Right, okay, so I need to make 2 slits in my, I'll probably go through to my DSP, to my grid paper, won't I? I can see the lines on this side, so I can just follow that and that. There we go. As long as I can fit something in there, then that's fine. So then I'm just going to grab, and I only need the bottom end of a fish, you see, so I don't need to, although is that going to stand out on there? Is the other one too big? We could have a massive fish poking out of the water, couldn't we? Unless you have the tail end of a fish sticking out the water. That wouldn't look right, I don't think. I need a face. I need a face. We're going to go with this one just here. And I know it's in the middle of the DSP and I shouldn't have done that, but too late. I've done it now. It's too late. Probably won't see the fin. Don't know why I'm fussy cutting around that. I don't want the whole thing sticking out. Oh, he looks naked now, look. Looks a bit weird. So, just going to do that. And then, I don't think this one's going to be big enough now for his head. Just make it bigger, Wendy. Just make it bigger. So, his head's going to be going through there. Maybe a little tiny bit bigger hole. So that he can be like that. So he's going to look out the fish thing like that. I do actually wish he was facing the other way, but maybe he's running away from the bear. So I have a bear that I coloured earlier. I say earlier. I probably coloured him weeks ago, but I am just going to, you know, just to give that professional look to your items that you've cut out, because obviously I do a lot of colouring, so I use white, basic white cardstock. So when you cut it out, you get like a white line all the way around the outside. And I say this all the time, but for those of you who've not watched me before, I like to not have any white bits showing. So we're going to have our bear there and our fish pond here, and then we're going to have the grass around it. And then to be fair, I've cut the little fish and the string that came off here, because I kind of have a plan to use like something else, some twine or something to make it look like it's going down into the water. So that needs to go over there a bit, although he needs to be stood. Let's hold it like that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's what it's going to be like. Okay, and then I think he's going to have like a flask and a cup of tea. And I may not put them on. If they don't look right, I won't put them on. And then we were going to have a basket. Oh, so I cut a basket from the, what's it called again? You know, oh, Craft With Us. Is it Craft With Me or Craft With Us? Oh, Crafting With You. It was completely different to either of the ones I said. I've cut a little basket out of pecan pie, and I'm going to pop that there. And then I think I'm going to have some little fish sticking out of the basket, like he's caught a few fish. I was going to put a bucket, but I don't know, a basket just looks nicer, I think. Don't you think? I think. Maybe if we move them up slightly, the basket might not look so ginormous compared to the bear, because they all actually look like they're in the right place. There we go. Right. Hi, Nessa. Okay. Where did I get that? Look, see, I've got this in my hand now, and I don't know where it goes. We're just going to put it somewhere safe on top of my clear blocks. Okay, so my grass is looking very bare, so I'm going to find some sort of texture to put on it. So I think we will have, oh yes, in here I absolutely loved it. I loved it carried over, this little one here. So let's just remove our bear and whatever. We need to get our background sorted now, ready to be assembled. When I made that card the other week, those little flowers there, I have to tell you, every time I get this out now, cut it out and then just trim off the little tiny flowers at the end, and you get 6 flowers with every die cut pass through your die cut machine. It's totally awesome. Great way to have some little tiny flowers. And then this, if you need to stamp some tiny flowers, this one works too. So this one I am going to stamp in. I am going to stamp it in. Should we go Old Olive? Let's have a look what Old Olive looks like, because we can use more than one colour. There's no law against using two. Have I missed anybody? Yes, Delinda, the basket is gorgeous. Oh, nearly put it on upside down then. There is a right way up. Oh, is my I thought I'd just re-ink this. Oh, should we re-ink it together? Because I definitely bought the re-inker. Where are we? Old Olive. I am being a good girl and I'm slowly building up my re-inkers now. So I bought a few before the new catalogue came out and the prices changed. Oh yes, look how thirsty that stamp is. That ink pad. So I'm just going to blob it on all over the place, and then I will use a clear block. Yeah, it's very empty. Oh dear. So I obviously did forget to fill it when I got the re-inker then, didn't I? Because because it's soaking right in, this should make a big difference to my stamping. So then what I do is I grab an ink block, sorry, a clear block, and I swipe it that way, and I swipe it this way, and then I swipe this way, and then I swipe this way, and then that should be enough to sort it out. Okay, so put that over there. I'll wipe that after. Let's have a little try of this now. Look, see, much better. Yes, darling. You need to not come in unless you're coming in to say goodnight. Pardon? You can come in a second if you want to say goodnight. No, Mummy's doing a live, darling, so you need to wait. Okay, if you're feeling poorly, go and tell Daddy. Right, let's have a look. See, I think that makes such a big difference to the background. Pardon? Not too long, baby. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Yes, Delinda. Inkpad says slurp, slurp. Inkpad says, excuse me, tiny burp after slurping. Okay, so we've got our little fish pond. I know this isn't in, like, I can't think what the word is. Hang on, I need a cloth. Don't have a cloth, aka a baby wipe. Basically, I decided I don't use 6 million packets of baby wipes every week, so for now this will do until I can get my head around the I just can't get a hang of making sure my chamois are cleaned. And sorry, the reason I don't like the cup and the flask is because there's too much white on it, so I'm just cutting a bit of it off. I think when I die cut it, I was slightly over to the side, so I'm just going to trim it off a bit. I don't mind a bit of white, it's because it's a card. It's not true to life size and all that kind of thing. Okay, so maybe if we put the pond there, that's where the hole is. We're going to get our bear, and the bear's going to go there, and then bear's going to hold this fishing rod. Then we're going to have a basket. So now we need some more fish. So let's have a look. We'll have this little fish down here because he is perfectly, and I am going to chop him in half. So, you know, if you don't want to see any animal cruelty right now, don't look. So I'm going to cut him out first. I'm going to straighten up all his little tiny weeny little spiky bits on him. Okay. So I did a little stall this morning. Didn't make loads of money, but I just quite like the atmosphere of sitting there drinking tea and chatting to the ladies. Right, so if we do it a bit of an angle, so then we can have, makes it look like he's got more fish in there than he has, you see, because then you do this and then you put the tail in as well, and it looks like he's got 2 fish in there. And then we'll grab another fish. I think we'll have a blue one. I mean, I'm not going to use this paper very much because I don't really know anybody that fishes or who would like one on a birthday card. Oh, I suppose we could use the back end of this one here. And then maybe that one there. Right. Oh, could have one hanging off his thing, couldn't we? Because he looks very happy with himself. Okay. Oh, tiny fiddly. Oh yes. If you would like to join me on Thursday this week coming at 8 o'clock UK time, it is £10 and we will Zoom for probably a quite substantial amount of time. We have a giggle and I show you all of my little tips and tricks that I've learned, because I've kind of self-taught colouring and also watched a few people colouring with alcohol pens. And I tell you what, I wish I'd discovered alcohol pens years ago, because I absolutely adore colouring now. So I like to share my passion with yourselves. And all you need to have is some alcohol pens, some alcohol compatible paper. So I did a bit of a class with cheap paper that I just had some of, and some cheap pens. They're alcohol pens and they do work, they do blend, but I don't know if it was the paper or if it was the pens, and it was not giving me the beautiful blend I get from Stampin' Write markers. So I was not a happy bunny trying to show it, and it wasn't working very well. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'll have to use a piece of very thin. See if I got lots of little scraps in this one, but I don't think there's anything. Ooh, that might work. Look, just a little tiny bit. This is how bad my hoarding is. Look at that pathetic piece of something that I decided to keep. Hi Anne, good morning. Oh, get well soon, Anne. Sending you lots of love and hugs and prayers. Okay, let me just... Oh, I nearly chucked away the back end of a fish then. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's looking slightly dishevelled again now, isn't it? But it's okay because, you know, there's method in this madness of mine. Okay, so let's attach that on there and that'll have time to dry. Oh, I think I've grabbed the one with nothing in it. Why do I keep them? Anyone know? Why do you keep the empty ones? It's just... There we go. I've put it in the bin. Honestly, I don't know why. I think it's because this glue, it just makes you think there's none left. And then one day you think, right, this is the last time I'm using it now and I'm going to chuck it. And all of a sudden, loads comes out. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Actually, I think I'm going to have to use a glue dot, because that is not working for me. Oh, my glue dot stuck to my box. Okay, right, let's grab one of those. Oh, you're very welcome there. You know, I love doing paper shares, and I'm sorry about the delivery and all them. Yeah, they won't happen next time. Well, I say that. most of that was out of my control. But hey ho. Right, so we've put our fishing gut, wire, whatever you call it. Nylon thread, I don't know, something. Don't know what they use. Don't fish. Okay, so we need, although I'm going to put, maybe I'll just put best dad at the top. Yeah, maybe we'll do that because that'll fit on there. I was going to put Happy Father's Day, but I don't think I'm going to fit it on, am I? No, there's no way. I'm thinking to myself now, there's just no way it's going to work. Right, let's take our little basket of fish out of the way. And our bear and our fish that's going to be hanging on there. So let me just attach this fish with a massive amount of glue that was not needed in the slightest. Goodness me. No wonder that, tell you what, that SpongeBob, Claire, it's a good job. I've got one. Okay, so I'm pop him there like that. And then what I'm going to do is, where's the old, tried not to glue where I've made that little slit there. I might just stick him like, don't know if you're going to be able to see him either. Stick that like that, and then we'll have this coming down here. Like, yeah, that'll have a glue dot on it as well by the look of it, because that's not going to work for me either. But the other thing as well is I don't need the string that long, do I? So let's get our bear in the right place and stick him on with, I think we'll put him on with dimensionals. No, we won't. We'll put the basket on with dimensionals. So Mr. Bear, which will be Daddy Bear, is going to be, notice I cut the heart off. So I had to cut around the shape properly because obviously the heart was red. So I had a bit of a red thing going on here. So I've cut around the whole thing. Oh, Wendy. Quick, before it dries. I forgot to stick the fishing rod on. Oh my goodness. This isn't going to work, is it? Okay, we're going to forget I made the slit in there because that's not working. And we're just going to hang him wherever this hangs down. Like so. And then we'll have the fishy on there. So we'll just trim off excess bit of, now that is going in the bin, it's a bit too short now. That's going to go there like that. See if we can zoom in a bit. Oh my life. Gently, gently. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's better. Right, okay, so the basket. I'm going to put the basket on dimensionals, but I need to glue my fish on first. So let's just cut this one out and we can have the butt end of a fish sticking up. Bet you've never seen a fish that big in a pond that size before, have you? Oh dear. It's a good job we're not going for like realistic stuff, isn't it? Oh, nearly cut his fin off then as well. Right, there we go. So let's have a look. So we want, I'm wondering if I've put this one there, and then we can have this one like that. And then, well, maybe not. Maybe not that one. It's a bit much. And then we'll have this one there like that. Right, so let's just glue the back like so. And then we'll grab them one at a time. Oh. Oh, bless you, Claire. Nothing worse than hay fever eyes. Elsie woke up with a swollen eye this morning. And I was going to do this stall. So, but before she went to bed last night, I gave her antihistamine, so I couldn't give her any of those before I left this morning. So I messaged her dad and said, is Elsie's eye okay? And he goes, why, was it bad? I was like, okay, it must be looking better then. Oh, I think we need this one, don't we, to like even it out a bit. Yeah, so we will do that. So let's put a bit of that there. Don't worry about getting glue everywhere because it's on the back. Oh, well, it was on the back. It will stay there. Thank you. We'll leave that there to dry for a second or two. So let's get a glue dot so that we can get our string stuck on our fish. Just going to fold it over so it's all stuck on there. And then I'm going to get, because it's very similar colour to my pond, I'm going to get a tiny bit of dimensional. Oh, I'll just pull the cover off one of them. Okay, so let me just see if I can. Oh, here's better. I think that'll work. Is it too wide or is it perfect? Oh, that'll do nicely. And then we're going to pull it like that, and then we're going to stick it down like that, and then you can see that the fish stands up a bit. Obviously from the side of the card you can see the dimensional, but it's okay, it's all right, it's okay. You can't hold a cup of tea with his elbow, Wendy. What are you doing? Okay, so it's not quite dry, but it'll do. It will do. No, stay. No, stay there. Right. I'm going to put these down here. Like so. So he's got his fish in a basket. Diddly-um, diddly-um. Where is it? Well, I must have got it down, so it's got to be here somewhere, isn't it? This is the Count on Me stamp set. It has retired, but it has got bear in it. I'm being a bit roguey tonight. I don't have a lot of the new stamp sets, and it'll take me a little while to gather them up, but we will use what we can. So I'm using the DSP a little bit, so we're going to go with that. Okay, so we're going to put our little bits of grass on now, because I know, you know, I should have put them on before and I haven't, and now I've got to stick them on. Okay. I think if you look in my videos, the Count on Me bear has probably been one of the most used stamp sets I've used, I think. And this is going to be a Father's Day card, obviously, for the avid fisher. My husband is not a fisher. He is a sport-loving person. But, and actually, I could have got away with last year's DSP and stuff because it had the baseball. No, not baseball. What am I on about? Yeah, it had one of the games he likes to watch. This American football. Did it? I think. I don't know. Can't remember. Ugh. Blather in there. There is a bear in the zoo. in the, what is it called? Is it Zany Zoo? Because I don't know, because I think it's called the Zany Zoo Suite. Is it? I think. I have a bit of grass there. Oh, if it would even go there, like. There we go. Better. Doing as it's told. So then we could have the flask and the cup there. Okay, what else do we think we need on here? Can anyone think of anything else? We need some clouds, don't we? So give it a whirl. Has some nice clouds. And you know me, I've got it. I'm gonna have to do a whirl card soon because I haven't made one of them for a while, have I? I think that cloud might be just, you know, just ridiculously massive for that sky. I am going to try and cut, you know, when you need, I did see someone else ask about it and it makes perfect sense. But if I need something, I can just go to a book and go, right, what's got happy birthday in it? And I will have a list of the die sets or the stamp sets that have that in it. But yeah, that hasn't happened so far anyway. Okay, so I'm not super happy with it. So I'm just gonna, no, that's a piece of plain card, Wendy. That's not a card base. I think this one might be too big. Needs trimming down a bit. Yes, it does. Right, so let's glue our flask and cup down. Then I'll do a little bit of shade. Oh, I've done it again, look. Too much glue. Share it with the cup. Right, there we go. Right, so let me just trim. Oh, my trimmer's in the car. That's clever, isn't it? Because I haven't brought the boxes in yet. Don't look, whatever you do. So I'm going to try. Actually, I'm going to check if I've got. You can tell I don't trust myself, can't you? I just need another green. That one? No, too light. Oh, that one might do it. Yeah, I don't. Oh, actually, I've got an Evening and Evergreen one. That is the right size. I don't trust myself cutting with scissors. I'll have a wonky edge and then I won't be able to give anyone the card or sell it because it'll look silly. Right. So, no room at the end here. Okay. So I'm... don't know why it's bugging me, but it is. I don't know what it is about it that I don't like. But it's bugging me. It's a good idea. Some grass in front of the... And I have the perfect piece of grass to do that with. I think for me, it's because I normally might make them super girly. And I put lots of flowers on everything. So when I don't put flowers, I always think things look odd. So that's probably what it is. It's probably perfectly fine. Right. Oh, is it on the DSP? Is it the bear? We can check that out in a minute if you like. There we go. See, you're just grounding them a little bit. There we go. Right. Okay. Is there anything else we can add to this besides the letters? I don't think they're going to fit. Right. Hold on. No, they're definitely not going to fit. There's no way. No way. No way. No way. Look. Not a chance. We could just put Dad, actually, though, couldn't we? Duh. And then obviously I'll have to cut that again. So what colour should we cut them out of? Should we do those in... Let's have a look what colours I've got on my desk already. I have brown. Do you think brown would look okay? Do we reckon brown? And then we'll cut while we've got the die cut machine, we'll cut our clouds out as well at the same time. Okay, so you chat amongst yourselves about what colour letters I'm going to do, because I could do... There you go. Pecan Pie or Evening Evergreen. And I'm sorry, I'm still using that because I've still got some left and I cannot be wasting it. And it was one of my favourite colours for card bases and also sentiments. Okay. If I do it white, I wonder, because then I can't... Oh, excuse me, yawning. Oh, goodness me. I need to go to bed earlier. Although I went to bed earlier last night, but I couldn't sleep, so I just lay there staring at the ceiling, as you do. As you do. Okay. So let's get some clouds and things cut out. Right, so I probably need to zoom out a bit again now. Not that far. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, it's just going to have to stay like that. Slurp of coffee. Try and pick up some bits of rubbish. Oh, you can see my... you can see me now. Oh, can't have that. No, it's going out, not in. There we go. That's better. Okay, so move our card out of the way for a second. So if anybody in the UK would like a card made for Father's Day, then just give me a shout. I'd be more than happy to make some cards. You tell me what they like and I will, even if I haven't got it, I can find stuff. I've got my silhouette, so, and it's a cutting machine and it can cut vinyl and all sorts. So yeah, we'll try the dad in white, seeing as I'm cutting white anyway, and we'll see how that goes, but I'm not convinced, you see. And if I'm not convinced, I can always colour them the right, you know. Right, let's get these out. So I need another cloud. Well, actually, yeah, I do need another cloud. And I'll use the smaller one. And we need another duh. Just going to get that out of there. Okay. Right, duh and a cloud. I love these letters. They're really nice if you know, when I did the baby cards and I cut them out of the foam sheets, because then they were, if I cut them out of the foam sheets, they were also sticky already as well. So that was cool. Right, so we've got our cloud. We have got a cloud, if I can pick it up. And our dad. So let's have a look what they look like. Right, let's put the dies safely back over here. And then we'll have a look. Let's put our clouds on. I did kind of glue that down, didn't I? So maybe if we put that one, because there is, can get under that bit there, and then have half a cloud. A bit of cloud there. like that. And then do a ooh, how about that then? I think that looks quite cool. I wonder if we need just a little bit of cloud poking in over here, like so. Oh, Wendy's touched glue. Everything is now going to stick to Wendy. There we go. How about that then? Okay, I think we still do need something up there, so I may just put that up there. Yeah, I think that will do. It's going to be very cloudy. I mean, you know, not like today. Goodness me, so warm. I need to go that way because I've just chopped the other end off. Don't think we need that one up there, do we? Okay, so I actually quite like the white, and I will